Cory Day and Rico Abreu from the front row, the only two drivers in the field with a former Gold Cup win. Tanner Thorson, Chris Windom in row number 2. Shane Golobic and Spencer Bayston in row 3. We're going green next time by. Justin Sanders and Cory Eliason in row 4. James McFadden and Chase Johnson round out the top 10. Netto and Thompson in 6. Peck and Forsberg in 7. Grasty and Becker in 8. We're set to go green. Silver Dollar Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Off and running with the biggest event in California sprint car racing history. Cory Day shows the way down the back straightaway. 3 wide now, looking at it for the race lead as Tanner Thorson and Rico Abreu go at it for the second spot, continuing that fantastic battle from last night's prelim night. Thorson looks underneath of Abreu, pulls to the left rear tire, but Abreu's got the spot down the back straightaway. Chris Windom runs in 4th. 5th spot right now is the 5 of Spencer Bayston. Thorson to the inside of Abreu down the front straightaway. Abreu shuts the door in turn number 1, does not allow that Rod Gross Motorsports 88 car to get by him in turns 1 and 2. But Tanner Thorson's car looks very strong early in the going in this one. 3 laps down and 37 to go for Cory Day. Cory Day, that time by a 1.8 second advantage for the 18-year-old driver to Clovis, California. Hooks the cushion in turn 3. The car looks still solid right now as traffic lies ahead. There is already plenty of cars for Cory Day to have to work through here on the back straightaway as he closes in on Brad Sweet, Caleb Henry, and the number 18 of Dylan Bloomfield. Day makes his way around the outside of Caleb Henry, puts him 1 lap down. Day by Henry, now working on Bloomfield as well as Tyler Courtney. Abreu trying to get that car rolling forward here and catch up to him as Day enters the thick of traffic. Cars 3 wide right in front of your race leader. Makes it around the outside of Sunshine. Wheels up down the backstretch for Cory Day. Cory Day did a wheelie down the backstretch. You can tell he is absolutely on the gas right now. Day now the next car, he will encounter the 26 of Zeb Wise, and Abreu's definitely cut the lead down. That last time by 1.1 second, separate the top 2 drivers. Tanner Thorson still not too far behind Abreu, as Abreu's now on the back bumper of Dylan Bloomfield. Cory Day to the inside of Zeb Wise will put him 1 lap down in turn number 2. Cory Day's car, he gets into the cushion, and a lot of these guys are struggling when they get into that thing off the corner, but his is absolutely dialed as Zeb Wise gets moved out of the way right in front of your race or your second place car. Abreu able to avoid him and get by. Now Tanner Thorson's coming to call down the back straightaway. He looks underneath the Rico Abreu into turn 3. Thorson won the race off the bottom of the racetrack last night. He's trying to get by Abreu for second now down there as well. Cory Day, the next car he will lap is the 49 of Brad Sweet. Not going to be an easy car to put a lap down here as Sweet has got the Napa Auto Parts car right in the racing groove for Cory Day. Day looks inside in turn 1, throws a slider on the current Kubota Highland Racing points leader, puts him a lap down. Abreu still not too far behind. He's got to get by the 18 car, Dylan Bloomfield, to continue his pursuit of the 14 of Cory Day. Spencer Bayston battling with the 55 of Chris Windom. Here comes the 17W of Shane Golobic. He'll get by Bayston and trying to get by Windom as well. Shane Golobic underneath of Chris Windom. Here's a slider for that 4th position. He's got it off at turn number 4. Shane Golobic now up to 4th. Shane Golobic up to 4th. Closing in on the halfway signal in this race. 13 complete, 27 to go. Oh, upside down front straightaway. It's Tanner Thorson. Red flag comes out. Tanner Thorson upside down in a big way on the front straightaway. Last night's feature winner. Running 3rd at the time, and he is climbing out of the Rod Gross Motorsports number 88 car. Tanner Thorson was running in the 3rd spot at the time of this incident. Has climbed from the cockpit, gets the helmet off. We'll see if we have a shot, maybe potentially from our Forney Industries speed shot here in just a moment. I see, Tony, you down there on the infield. Can you tell us anything?
I'm down here with Tanner Thorson. Chase, Tanner, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Something broke in the right front coming off the corner, and it just went straight. So we'll get her fixed back up and go from there.
All right, Tanner, they're going to get this number 88 for Rod Gross Motorsports out of the way. Man, after the run they had last night, a terrible way to see Tanner Thorson's night end here at the Gold Cup Race of Champions.
Yeah, no doubt, Tony, a very, very Tough way to see this weekend end for Tanner Thorson. Was certainly one of the favorites going in. We knew how good he was going to be, and then he proved it with the win last night. We'll see what happened via the Forney Industries speed shot, and wow. Man, and it actually hit the camera on the front straightaway. Thorson, he mentioned the car broke coming off the corner and went straight on him. Seeing a replay from the drone shot there, and yeah, you see him do a little barrel roll right there. And like he said, man, that thing went straight and just plugged the right front right in the wall. And about took out our Forney Industries speed shot cam down there. And the rear end is absolutely destroyed on that car. The cone, but the cone on the front stretch. Remember, you cannot pass before that cone that's going to be out there in the middle of the front straightaway, and you cannot hit the cone. If you do either of those things, you will be penalized. That cone is coming out onto the track right now from our Kubota Highland Racing official, Cody Hewson. That cone attached to a rope. As soon as the field goes by, he's able to pull it back into the infield. We're coming back to the green flag here at the Gold Cup. Cory Day, Rico Abreu, and Shane Golobic back underway. Cory Day on the top of the racetrack, pulling away by 7 or 8 car lengths. Chris Windom gets back by Shane Golobic, and Windom's into the 3rd position. Chris Windom's in 3rd. Golobic runs 4th, and Spencer Bayston is in the top 5 still. Bayston challenged on the inside by Cory Eliason, who runs the bottom off the 2nd corner. Eliason not able to gather up any ground on that number 5 car. Most people finding themselves on the top side of the racetrack, which could prove to be an issue for your race leader. We know he lives and dies by the high side. That time by a 1.7 second advantage for Cory Day. He's maybe 2 laps away from catching up to the tail end of the field. The first car he will encounter is Chance Grasty, then Tyler Courtney, and then Caleb Henry. Chris Windom is closed in on Rico Abreu for 2nd. Here is a slider for 4th. Spencer Bayston gets by Shane Golobic. Bayston's up to 4th across the line. He's got the spot. Spencer Bayston chops the nose on the 17W of Golobic and moves up to the 4th position. Race for 2nd now. Chris Windom underneath of Abreu. Tries a slider, can't get there. Abreu pulls away off of turn 4. Spencer Bayston wheels up off the 4th corner, dragging the tail tank on the CJB Motorsports number 5. Cory Day makes it by 2 slower cars, Grasty and Courtney, and now this is where it's going to get tougher. He's got lap cars running right in his racing line, and this is, we'll see how good Cory Day is. They're side by side in front of him. Caleb Henry, a slider on Zeb Wise. Wise will give way to the race leader. Zeb Wise lets Cory Day go by. Now Day slides in front of the 17, and Caleb Henry puts him a lap down. There are now 3 lap cars between your 1st and 2nd place cars. Abreu, Windom, Bayston, and Golobic all solidly in those top 5 positions. Eliason, Netto, McFadden, Peck, and what looks to be Tyler Thompson rounding out the top 10 right now in car number 35 KM. McFadden underneath of DJ Netto into turn 3. Move James McFadden back into the back up to the 7th position as him and Netto are fighting hard down the front straightaway. They nearly got together right there. Chris Windom is keeping touch with Rico Abreu. The same cannot be said for Abreu and Cory Day. Day now approaching the 49 car, Brad Sweet. This time by will be 15 laps to go for Cory Day. Windom closing back in on Abreu as he's now trying to make his way through the traffic. Gets by Tyler Courtney and Caleb Henry. A good move right there from Rico to put 2 cars between himself and Chris Windom. James McFadden now fighting with Cory Eliason. That's a battle right outside the top 5 for the 6th position. Give it to McFadden at the start-finish line. Cory Eliason back underneath him, or on the outside of him, I should say, and Eliason takes back the 6th position. Cory Eliason continues his strong West Coast swing with Kubota Highland Racing, looking for a top 5 here at the Gold Cup Race of Champions. The next car up in front of him is the 17W of Shane Golobic. Closing in on 10 laps to go as Cory Day is about to lap last year's 2nd place finishers, Justin Sanders. Day around the outside will make his way by the Farmers Brewing number 2X car. Day bobbles on the cushion, gathers it back in, but that was a close call right there as Cory nearly lost the handle on that machine. Cory Day now approaching the 0 car of Tim Kaeding, the 92 of Andy Forsberg. They are side by side in front of him. Abreu the last time by 4 seconds behind your race leader. Tyler Courtney pulls the 7BC into the infield. Best battle on the racetrack inside the top 10 appears to be between Eliason, McFadden, and Peck, as those three have been swapping that 6th, 7th, and 8th position several times throughout the last couple of laps. That time by the lead now just 3.2 seconds for Cory Day. So Rico Abreu taking off 0.8 of a second, but he's running out of time. 7 to go for Cory Day across the line. Day hooks the cushion, nearly dropped it off the edge of the racetrack right there. Holy cow. Cory Day throwing caution to the wind right now. Caution's coming out. We got a flat right rear tire on Spencer Bayston's car. Bayston was running in the 4th position at the time, and that True Timber Camo number 5 car is going to bow out with a flat right rear Hoosier tire. And you hate to see that for Thursday night's 2nd place finisher. Was having a really, really solid run here tonight. I think he would have been pretty happy with a 4th place run. Been a tough West Coast swing for him. Started the day off strong with a win during the Factory King Pit Stop Challenge, which netted that team $3,000, and now Bayston's in the rod end supply work area. Not going to be any guaranteed time over there for them with 7 laps to go. Well, he won, man. He just wants to, he doesn't even want to drink it, Tony. He wants to put it in his fridge and just look at it, knowing that he won that. He won that case of beer. So good job by McLovin and the team out there to get Spencer Bayston back onto the racetrack. We're going green next time by for the final 7 laps of the Gold Cup Race of Champions. $100,070 await us in just a few minutes. Who is going to take it down? Cory Day, Rico Abreu, Chris Windom back to green. Cory Day, the question is, can he stay smooth on the top side of this racetrack? Hooks the cushion right there, and Abreu is 2 car lengths behind him into turns 3 and 4. What's going to happen here in the final couple of laps? Abreu picks up the left front tire there as he hooked the cushion off the 4th corner, and Cory Day starts to pull back away once again. Windom 3rd, 4th is Golobic, 5th is now Cory Eliason. He gets by James McFadden on the restart. McFadden fight back to the inside, but it looks like Eliason's going to have that spot up in his grasp as a 35 km at Tyler Thompson nearly put that car off the racetrack in turn 4. He continues on in the 9th position. This time by 4 laps to go for Cory Day. Might encounter traffic right at the end of this race, but it might not matter because Abreu the last time was 1.3 seconds behind. Cory Day trying to become the first winner to go back-to-back in the Gold Cup since Kyle Larson in 2011, 2012. This time by 2 laps to go. Day to the outside of Chance Grasty in 1 and 2. Gonna make his way around the outside. Brad Sweet is next. White flag is coming this time by for the 18-year-old driver. Rico trying to pull off some last lap heroics. Day goes to the outside in turns 1 and 2. Abreu is close, down the backstretch into 3 and 4 for the final time. It'll be the biggest payday of his career. Cory Day wins the Gold Cup Race of Champions. Rico Abreu finishes up in 2nd. Chris Windom with a 3rd place run. Shane Golobic 4th, and Cory Eliason rounds out the top 5. This kid is going places, and he proves it once again. He gets the job done in the Mike Curb NOS Energy Drink Gold Cup Race of Champions presented by Napa Auto Parts. Cory Day, your winner for $100,070. Rico Abreu finishes in 2nd. Chris Windom, a 3rd place run in the 55. 4th to Shane Golobic, 5th to Cory Eliason. Then James McFadden, DJ Netto, Justin Peck, Tyler Thompson. Fantastic job by him. And Andy Forsberg rounds out the top 10. Jamie Veal, Spencer Bayston, Tim Kaeding, Sean Becker, Tanner Carrick, top 15. Then you got Dylan Bloomfield, Brad Sweet, Caleb Henry, Chance Grasty, and Justin Sanders. Hugs coming in from everybody. Ronnie's down there, Jason, Noisy, the whole crew. Silver Dollar Speedway, you've got yourself a back-to-back Gold Cup Race of Champions winner, and it's the highest paying race in the state of California's history. Climbing up top, make some noise for Cory Day. He has done it again. Climbs off the front of that race car, and he will make his way on top of the victory lane stage. What does an 18-year-old do with $100 grand? Hopefully we can find out here very, very soon. Tony, take it away.
He'll make his way to the top of the stage here in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane, the 70th annual Mike Curb NOS Energy Drink Gold Cup Race of Champions, presented by Nap Auto Parts for the second year in a row, goes to 18-year-old Cory Day. A fast racetrack, an even faster race car, a big nasty curb you could thunder when you wanted to, and lap traffic you seem to just drive in and outside of. Is that the kind of race you live for?
Yeah, 100%, man. This is, my style, just hammer down, and, it pays whoever can run the hardest, and, I think that's usually me. So it usually doesn't reward me like that in the Midwest, but, at this place it definitely does.
You had a race car. You had a moment over here on the run through turn 4. You had to get around Zepp Wise, moving through lap traffic, and I swear it felt like you hammered the brakes, turned left, and that car came right down the hill. So it felt very good, but you took off from restarts like nothing I've ever seen before. Why were you able to be so fast here tonight?
Man, just a great race car. Shane Bowers is badass at what he does, and Steve Kemp builds me a great race car. Paul Kistler builds me great motors. I just got a great race car to drive, and I owe it to these guys to, get me in this spot to where I can win these races.
Thursday night after your prelim feature win, you told Brian Walker and after the checkers that it's this race, the Gold Cup Race of Champions, and out at Tulare, you think of those two races more than any other event in sprint car racing you want to win. Why does the Gold Cup Race of Champions hold such an important place in your heart?
Man, I think just because I'm a California kid, I, grew up coming to this race watching my dad, run it, and he was never able to win it, so I guess I got that up on him, and he was able to win the Trophy Cup, though. So, like I said, to add the Gold Cup and add the Trophy Cup to the list of my wins is something that, I've dreamed of for a long, long time. So, but like I said, man, just got to give it up to HP, Stefan, Shane, Kenny, Jason, Preston, Jordan, man, just everyone that's working so hard to get us out here for a full year on the road. It's not easy at all, and these guys never quit. So, and then just got to say thanks to Driven to Save Lives, Factory Cane, FK Roddens, KBC Chassis, Smith Titanium, All-Star Performance, Pella Motors, BMY Construction, Sander Engineering, K1 Race Gear, Rye Helmets. There's just a long list of people that believe in me and my team and my ability to drive a race car, and I appreciate them a lot.
Trophy Cup, the event at Tulare I was trying to think of. Thanks for filling the blank there. Back-to-back Gold Cup Race of Champions victories for you. You've got the sign on the back straightaway here. You're going to get to hit the button to light the news sign with your image that will be in it for the next year. But we got lots of kids here in the front row who are watching you dominate in sprint car racing right now. I bet you were one of those kids not too long ago at the ripe old age of 18. Are you living a dream right now? Does any of this feel like it's not real with the success you're enjoying at this level?
Oh man, yeah, it doesn't feel real. I had my first, breakout year last year with 10 wins, and I told myself 5 wins would be cool this year, with being on the road full time, and I think we're at 9 now. So yeah, just storybook. I'm so thankful for everyone that believes in me.
You got anything to say to this crowd?
What'd you think of that?
It took him a minute to think of it. Cory Day, you are back-to-back champion at the Gold Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, Cory Day's your winner! Rachel Sweet's going to have him press the button to light up the new sign on the back straightaway. Cory Day goes back-to-back in Gold Cup Race of Champions victories. Something very, very special we are all getting to watch right now here in 2024, the emergence of 18-year-old Cory Day. Rico Abreu is going to meet us over at his race car because he knows you got to get the sponsors in the shot. Rico, we were trying to talk to you there. The red flag got lifted a lot quicker, but that's good. We wanted to get back racing. You've won this event twice. Cory Day now's won it twice. This event means so much to him, and I know it means a lot to you. Why is this race so important to you guys?
Just home state racing. You ramp it up a little bit more when you come out here. We get the luxury to travel and go to all these different states and countries and race sprint cars, and we're so fortunate to do that. So just thank you to High Limit for promoting a race out here, bringing High Limit Racing to California, you know, our backyard here, and all you fans, man, thanks for coming out all week. It was, you know, the entertainment here is unbelievable how Brad structures everything, and I know I keep talking about it, but we don't get to see this across the country at a lot of the races we go to, and we're just kind of in and out. So it's fun for us to race in front of all you fans, and just hats off to my guys. You know, they kept working at it. We weren't the best car tonight, but we put together a solid race. And, you know, I think that's really where we're at this season, is just putting together good runs and completing the nights and working towards, you know, positioning yourself for victory. So, you know, congratulations to Cory, his team. He's got some great mentors, you know, working with him through all of this. And, you know, it's exciting to see someone develop like that. You know, in this era, you don't get to see that, you know, in our generation. It doesn't come often. So, you know, it's a luxury for us, like I said, to get to race here tonight.
Rico Abreu, a two-time winner himself, sends his congratulations to a new two-time winner in Cory Day here at the Gold Cup. Quite the crowd gathered around listening to
Tony.
Rico Abreu. Yes,
I
Chase.
bet you Chris Windom's pretty ecstatic now.
Let's see if Chris Windom is ecstatic and not just ecstatic. Chris Windom, third place, a great run in your preliminary night, an even better run. You do one spot better and stand on the podium at the Gold Cup Race of Champions. For a guy who grew up racing non-wing cars in the Midwest, is this pretty cool?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to come out here with this caliber of cars, you know, we bringing out all the national guys, plus add in all these California cars that are really good at these places. I'll definitely take a third there.
What's this event mean to you? Because we just heard from two Californians who grew up living for this race. You didn't exactly have that same image of this race coming here, but now being a part of it, what does the Gold Cup mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously probably isn't as special to me as it is for those guys that have been coming out here. This is my first time ever being here, so it's been awesome, though. They've done a great job, obviously, packing this place. All the people in the campgrounds, all the people coming back to the pits. It feels like a mini Knoxville almost being here for the whole week. So I had a ton of fun, and just have to thank all my guys, Clinton, Wyatt, Carson, everybody that helps us. I don't know if Tony fell asleep yet or not, but I'm sure Tony and Jen Vermeer watching back home. Georgia, our baby on the way, my whole family, and obviously NOS Energy Drink. Elliot's Custom Trailers, Zip Bonds, Maxim Trucking, Logan Contractors, everybody, Sundollar Restoration, Kim and Jason watching my dog Tuna. I'm sure they're tuning in. So really special to come out here and put this NOS Energy Drink 55 on the podium. And like I said, we were probably a third place car there. I felt like there was times I got to Rico in traffic where I felt like I could have got by him, and I don't know where the 14 was. He's a maniac at these kind of places. So I knew it was going to be tough to get him unless he beat himself. So they obviously did a really good job, and you know, we'll take a third there.
You ecstatic with this one?
I'm ecstatic, Chase.
There you go. Chase Rodman, Chris Windom lets you know that he also is ecstatic. NOS Energy Drink stepping up to be a part of the Gold Cup Race of Champions. We cannot thank Lauren Albano enough, but the folks at Napa Auto Parts, Mike Kerb has been a part of this event, obviously, for quite a while, and so many great partners put a lot of time, work, and, of course, money into making these events what they are.